everyone, welcome to Gray 8 Builds. This is Locke and I, and welcome to a review of Jay's Thunder Dragon EVO. This set is a core set that released for $20 and contains 2 minifigures and 1 dragon build. Let's start with the dragon build right here. This is the first EVO for the set. By EVO, this means the set will be able to grow and progress as you build with the story the instruction booklet will give you. This particular set has a lot of posability options, starting with the legs here and the feet. The feet are on mini ball joints, also known as mixel joints, which were first introduced for the Mixels line. They allow pretty good range of motion, so you can get the feet to do all sorts of cool things, like you could have one standing up while the legs themselves are using the new EVO mech joints, which is a unique way to use these pieces. The joints cannot bend at the knees, however, that seems okay for this particular dragon build. The joints are connected to the shoulder joints using more mixel joint pieces onto a body that is loosely built to be slightly more aerodynamic than your average dragon. You can also come to the back here, which has very similar leg design using the same types of pieces, except has very different armor pieces compared to the front, which has gold armor. The back uses large blue pieces and dark blue Nexonite shields, which has kind of been a staple for this core wave so far, is using the Nexonite shield in various ways. The tail for this is very simple. The parts for the head don't always line up, however they are very unique pieces, and I can see people using these to customize their own dragons instead of just going with the dragon heads that were previously used, where you kind of had to have them in the same way. These are different shapes, you can combine them with different ways. But I feel like the biggest flaw with this is that on the back here, there is just these new clip pieces. It would be cool if these clip pieces were in a color that fits the set better. However, for some reason, they give them in dark gray. This is an EVO set, so there is a way to upgrade this particular build. For that, you will need a bunch of different pieces, and these pieces will be added onto the dragon to create the build that has the EVO style to it. You can start by attaching these pieces onto the wings, which will give the front legs a little more detail. You can start by attaching these pieces onto the wings, which will give the front legs a little more detail and provide the ability for the dragon to now fly. Add in these pieces, which will make your dragon much longer and therefore make the set look a lot bigger. So this middle piece that has these nice yellow, like peachy yellow colored pieces attached to the side here. This is a very unique color, and you'll see on the minifigure how it works a lot better for Jay than the previous use of just normal yellow or lime green. Also, the tail gets an extension piece using a similar design to the middle of the body, and you can connect the tail piece back onto here. Now this dragon is a whole lot bigger than its previous version. It's a lot longer, a lot skinnier. It's definitely keeping the aerodynamic style still there through it. And you can see this dragon is much more ready for battle than it was before, when it looked more like a pet. The final thing you can do for this dragon is you can add a saddle onto it. This saddle contains a piece that has a printed banner on it. Each of the core sets this wave, aside from 4+ sets, come with this banner, and each banner has a different printing on it. It's kind of like the collectible for this wave. This particular set comes with a pyro mechanic, and it also comes with Jay, the Lightning Ninja. This is the cheapest set you can get Jay in, and Jay also comes with his alternate hairpiece, which was introduced for the Island series, but is nice to receive in core wave sets as well for a cheaper price value. The Jay figure himself also has like an EVO aspect to it. Halfway through the build, they'll ask you to add the armor piece that's included with this set that allows you to have a sword inserted into the back for carrying one around. And once your set is complete, they also tell you to take the hairpiece off and place the helmet piece on. This particular set features aerodynamic looks, which is always good, and a lot of posable joints. Now, of course, there is other ways that you could add to this particular build. Since it's the EVO system, you could easily exchange the legs or the body part for parts from, per se, Kai's EVO Dragon or from the new wave. You could also exchange parts from Cole's Dragon EVO or Nia's Dragon EVO to alter the way that this looks. Since this set does come with a minifigure for the hero side and a minifigure for the Serpentine, it is a pretty good set, and it is also one of the cheapest dragons that you can afford these days. And overall, I give this set a pretty good review, about 9 out of 10 for this set. It could be a little bit better in terms of the way the EVO aspect works, where you don't have to take apart the dragon to put it together like that. However, I do not mind. It's a very nice dragon set. And if you can pick this one up in stores, I would highly recommend it if you're considering this one over any of the other dragons. Thank you, this is Locke and I, and have a great day.